they should focus on so that they know what to do and they know how to get there. So she's got a great local team in the US, but she's also building a team in the Philippines, and she's building a team in Puerto Rico now.
Yeah.
So if she can manage those language barriers, she should
Yeah.
have no problem with you all helping you understand what is the best way to get our new brand partners started so that they'll stay. And that's really the key. They're excited when they come in, but we want them to be here month 2, month 3, month 4, and then they'll understand what to do and stay with us in the long run. So I'm going to kind of get out of the way here. I'm going to remute myself and turn off my camera, and I'm just going to turn it over to Karen.
Okay.
Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome. Thanks, Donna. I'm just super excited to be here and be able to share with everybody tonight. I don't think I'm going to teach anybody anything that they've not heard before, but as like any other training that I've ever been on or listened to, it's always great to be refreshed and to be reminded about those little things that work for us that we forget or push aside because we just take them for granted. So I'm going to touch on a lot of those things tonight, and hopefully it'll spark some fire behind you and get you going to help motivate your new brand partners that are coming in, or the brand partners that came in last month. We all had a fabulous month of brand partners, and now we got to get to work with those brand partners and really get them trained and keep them excited and keep them on the fast track and keep them moving. And that's always my goal with my brand partners. So one of the things that I want to remind you first is to always remember that this is about relationship marketing. And I have got a couple little notes that say relationship marketing, because this is about relationships. And you want to form relationships with your new brand partners and the brand partners on your team. You want to be able to be available to them, not so available that they can't find out their own information and that they don't learn for themselves and that they don't get trained, but be available to form that relationship, get to know them, get to know about their families, that's what this is all about. And I think that's what I love the most about this business is the wonderful friends and family. Mine, you are a family now. And, for most of us, that has become near and dear to our heart, closer than some of our own family members. So before I move on to my PowerPoint, I want to just make a couple comments, and I just made some notes here that I have one scripture, and I couldn't find exactly because I wanted to give it exactly to you, but I believe it's in Hosea. It says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. So that's really important, because we can have lots of wisdom and have lots of knowledge, but if we don't use it and we don't teach it, that's what happens. And our new brand partners just kind of go to the wayside because of that. We get all excited. We bring them in. They're all excited. And I know that happened to me my very first month in this business. I brought in 14 new brand partners, did not bring in one customer. I didn't know anything about bringing in customers. I thought that's just what you did because it's what I did in my last organization. So I'm a great brand partner getter, but I didn't know anything about training them and teaching them. So I learned as much as I could about that. So that's why I think that this is so important. So, and I love to teach my new brand partners that not having a plan is a plan to fail. And I don't want anybody to fail, whether they came in on a $500 pack or they came in a $750 pack or a $1,000 pack and then bought more product besides that. My goal for them is to make their money back in their first month or their first month and a half. And I think with the new compensation plan that we have in store right now, and that we have, and most of us got wonderful checks, or we saw what's coming on the 15th, that there's so much to be excited about with this company and with what everybody has the opportunity to earn and to make with this company. So let me do a screen share here. See if I can get this to work. Go to my desktop. And hopefully, I just did a very small PowerPoint, so hopefully I'll be able to get it to work. Looks like it's up. Is it up, Paula? Can you shake your head? Can you see it? Okay, good. So we're going to talk about how to get our brand partners off to a great start. So one of the things that I always like to do first, and I learned this from all of you or my upline, but I just want to remind you, because I myself got away from this, and I've been doing it again with all the brand partners that came in last month, is to welcome them and welcome them by text. We used to always call them on the phone, and that's not a bad thing. We can still call and leave them a message, but it's an even better thing to leave them a text because they'll respond to this text. So mine goes kind of like this. Hi, it's Karen Madeira. I would love to connect with you for 5 to 10 minutes as soon as possible so we can get you off to a great start with Neora. I got to minimize you guys. I have time available tomorrow. Would tomorrow morning or afternoon be better for you to connect? And then I always tell them that I'll see them something that is planned, either on a new brand partner training or at our next regional or at the market party. So I never just leave it like what's better for you to connect. But I always do give them the choice and say what's better for you tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon, or what's better for you Tuesday or Wednesday. And then when they get back to me, then I'll give them a choice again. And then we connect, and it's only a 5 or 10 minute call. It's pretty much, a lot of times my brand partners are signing them up. I just want them to know who I am, that I give them my phone number, I give them my email, I tell them I'm excited about this new venture that we're all joining together on, and that they're gonna love their Neora family. I talk to them a little bit about the Get Real conference coming up, and I hope that it's something that they're putting in their back, in the back of their mind right now. I'm just going to plant one little seed for them. I tell them to be thinking about Get Real, and I hope that I get to meet them at Get Real. So this is just one way that is a soft touch to my new brand partners that are joining my team. And I saw Erin did a video one time when she first started her business, and I think that's a great idea too. So you can always send a video of yourself out there doing the same thing. Let's see if I can get this to move. Okay, so the Fast Start training, this is my outline for the Fast Start training. It's not anything that you've not already heard of, but it's pretty much what I do. I have it all printed out like this, and it's just some things that I make sure that I touch on, because if I don't have an outline, then I don't know where I'm going and I don't know what I've touched on. So I make sure I just do a welcome again. I do my short 2-minute story. Sometimes I make it less than that. The faster, the better. You know how that is. It's kind of like doing a market party. You don't want it to be a big long thing. You don't want them to bore them. And all of this, even though there's a lot of information, is very short, very concise. This doesn't take me any more than 15, 20 minutes to do this with someone. So we always hear about do a Fast Start training with your brand partner, do a Fast Start training with your brand partner. I just wanted to make sure tonight that you had an outline for a Fast Start training. If this one doesn't work for you, cross things off, add your own, make it your own. That's the best thing. But the most important thing is to have one, to have a training for not only your new brand partners, but your team. So if your leaders on your team, if they don't have a Fast Start training plan to follow, there's no plan for them to do. So you give them your story, you lead them to where Neora.com is, you tell them a little bit about that, you tell them the importance of a before and after picture. This is all pretty self-explanatory. The launch party, everybody knows about that. Scheduling too. Never want to forget about the texting the real 59769. I'm glad that's working again today. I got mine for my CCU call today, and I talked to them about that and what they're going to get, and that the CCU call is pretty much, I call that my boardroom, or that is my team meeting. It's, like I've got to go to the meeting, and that's one thing that I schedule and set aside, because now I'm home. I've been able to retire and babysit 3 afternoons a week for my granddaughter because of Neora, so I can stay and I can hear the CCU call right away. Also talk to them about Jeff Olson's trainings, which are now also in the edge and in the back office. Their why. Talk to them about building 2 trees, the customer tree and the brand partner tree. And it's a forest, and depending on how thick they want their forest and how deep they want that forest to be. Sometimes I use an example of that it's Christmas trees and the Christmas trees are growing. So, whatever you can make it to do to make it fun. The big thing right now, I think that we want to emphasize the most, because there's lots of money in it, is the 3, 6, and 9. And along with that, I go over the flow chart, which I think everybody's seen. So I didn't put that in this PowerPoint. If you do not have the flow chart, one of my brand partners, when I was teaching in the very beginning on how to make money with this new comp plan and how to do the 3, 6, 9 and how to maximize the compensation plan, and that they didn't have to build a big organization, and it was all about 3, 6, 9 and 3 brand partners and them doing 3, 6, 9. And so we came up with a flow chart. So if you don't have that, I can get that to you. talk to them about 3 or free and why they want to do that so that they get their product for free. Of course, Fast Start Qualify. You guys all know this stuff. I'm going to jump to the next one. The big thing I'm going to say about this is the first 30 days, I show them the money right away. I just had 2 new brand partners that earned over $1,700 this month. Their very first check, the girl called me on the phone. She said, is this my, when she saw it today, she said, is this my accumulative, like what I've earned for all of February and my bonus? And I said, no, that's your check that you're going to get on the 15th of the month. And she burst into tears. She said, you do not know what this means for me. I said, we put out a plan. You followed the plan. You got your 3 brand partners. So she got every possible bonus out there. She got Fast Start. She got 2 for 2. She got Director. She got her 9 customers, and then she got her 3 brand partners to get 3 or free. So she did everything I told her to do. Now, not everybody does that, but if you can show them the money that they can earn, then I think it's a whole lot easier. And I think too, this new, I don't know if you can still see me because I have the screen shot up of the PowerPoint. But if you use this this tear sheet that we have, that is the best thing that the company has given us right now, besides our flow chart, to teach someone how to make their money back right away. So if you're not familiar with this, it's called the tear sheet. It's under resources, or make sure each and every one of your brand partners at least knows where it's at. Let's see if I can get this to move. I talked to them about building their list, 2-a-days, of course. And a lot of my brand partners that have even been with me for a while still don't know what 2-a-day means. They think that they've got to get 2 samples out a day. So a lot of this stuff I think that we take for granted, and that we know that they don't all know what some of this stuff is. They don't know what RRP stands for, what Market Party stands for. So I think, just be like, simple stupid is my big word these days. Just break it down to the core, just the basic core, make it simple so that they can understand. And the more they can understand, the faster they're going to run with it. Make sure that they always know about the specials going on, free shipping, and any objections. I always like to talk about objection management with them. And I spend more time with that than anything, because I feel like if they can be comfortable with the objections, that they can handle anything, because that's the biggest thing with everybody is fear and objections. So I think if we can handle objections right up front with the auto delivery, like I don't want to be on auto delivery every month. And I tell them, you know what? You don't ever have to be on auto delivery. The great thing about our company is we set you up with your own account. You have your own special account, and you are in total control of your account. And that's the great thing. And you have select shipping with your account. You can have the product shipped to you whenever you want. I don't call it auto ship. I call it select shipping. So you can just turn the words around and make it a positive, because auto ship has turned into a negative because of lots of different things that we've all been involved with. And you know that you can't get off of it. And it's like, oh my gosh, the next thing you know, they're selling me a washing machine and I'm still getting my vitamins. And it's like, I just want to get off of auto ship. So, don't call it auto ship, call it select shipping, or I don't know, just make up a word. But if it's a negative for that brand partner or for that preferred customer, work with them and let's talk to them about the objections. I also like to screen share with them quickly, just to show them their landing page and where the back office is and how to sign up a BP and a PC, because if they can't do that, they can't grow their business. So I want to make sure they know how to do that, and they need to know where Go Prospect is. And the reason for Go Prospect in the beginning, in their first 30 days, isn't for me so much that they're sending out videos. It's for them to be watching videos. That's what I tell them I want them to do on Go Prospect. I want them getting themselves educated. I want them getting themselves educated on the product most of all. I want them watching product videos and learning about products. And I told them that was the best thing I did for myself, that in the morning when I'd get up and I'd be putting my makeup on, getting ready for work, from the time I got in the shower, I put a video on or an audio on. And you'll be amazed at what you can hear through your shower. Take your computer, your laptop back there, put the speaker on high, and you can hear everything. It's a great time it's a great training time. It's a great Neora U time. So I talked to them about Go Prospect and learning and training through Go Prospect. And then once they do that, once they start learning themselves with Go Prospect, they're very comfortable with sending out a video, because they know how to bring up a video, they know how to preview it, they know how to go from one to another, they know how to find PDFs because they're learning themselves. So if you can teach them how to do it themselves, then they'll be really good about sending it out. And then if we have a 90-day run going on, I always invite them into that and then talk to them a little bit about Facebook Live parties and then ask them if there's any question and answers. And we'll do this as a group, and I've got to get one together this week. We had a lot of brand partners sign up in our organization last month, and so it's something, and I wouldn't say just do it once. You've got to do it a couple times during the month because, you know, sometimes they'll hear one thing and the next time they'll say, oh yeah, she told me to get on Go Prospect and she didn't hear that last time, or he didn't hear it last time. So then I start talking to them, not all in the same conversation. I'll touch base with them at a later time, or we'll do some training on social media. And that's like, that could be a whole nother training that we did tonight. But just a little couple things that I wanted to share with you is to tell them, this is basically one thing that I tell them to do is everybody that first time they get out there and post, they never know what to do. They never know what to say. So I always tell them, let's get a post out there. I don't want you to put a picture with it. I don't want you to put your picture with it. I just want you to put rating out there. And you'd be amazed what happens when they just get out there and put rating out there. And this is probably something that's been out there from a long time ago. I think I might have gotten this when I was probably in one of my first or second weeks of Nerium. Somebody told me to do this, and it was how to get sampling going. And you know what? I couldn't believe it. It worked. But I didn't want customers. I wanted brand partners. I don't think I would have known what to do with a customer because I wasn't used to that. I mean, I do now, but in my first month, I didn't have any customers till my second month in the business. But this just tells everybody how they're getting started. I hope I changed this to Neora. I did. It did say Nerium. So it says a company called Neora, and it's an anti-aging care, skincare, and wellness company. I just started using these products, and I'm amazed that in this short amount of time that they've made such a huge difference in my life. The skin products are natural and botanical, and you know, you can go on and on. I told them, because it is my favorite product, the brain product is what got me involved in the company. And so I just tell them that it's given me my brain back. All of that to say, I was wondering who would like to sample some of the products from me and give me some feedback. Who's interested in supporting me in my new venture. So I tell them, this is just an example. You use this and add or take away, but it gives you guys an example to make sure your brand partners, it's one thing to tell them to get out there and to start sharing and to start just copying and pasting and, you know, editing some of the verbiage so that it looks like their own. But if they don't feel comfortable with that, it's because they feel like they need to launch themselves. So this will help to launch themselves. Here's another thing that I do with my new brand partners to help to get them customers, because I want to get them 3 or free qualified. That's one of my goals. And if they are adventurous enough to get those 3 positions filled at the top, and I talk to them about that a lot in the beginning about getting 3 brand partners in that, and then they need to get 3 customers. And this is one way we can do it, is start with their birthdays in Facebook. And they're really comfortable doing that. Believe it or not, they will get out there and they'll start. They wish people happy birthday anyways if they're on Facebook. So why not get them some customers through it? And you can just do a little social media post like this that says, hi, Amanda, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to send you a little birthday message to wish you a happy belated birthday. This was a belated birthday. I'd love to send you a little birthday gift. If you haven't seen on some of my Facebook posts, I'm always looking for feedback. Would you be interested in sampling some of the anti-aging wellness or skincare products? I'd love to send you a sample of some of my favorite products as a free birthday gift or a birthday gift. It's just an example, but it's one way that they can get out there and start getting themselves on social media. So I think I'll stop that share. That's pretty much what I wanted to share. There's so much more. I went a little bit past 15 minutes. They gave me 15 minutes, and I could talk and talk and talk. So, Erin, I think that's it. I won't over abuse or use my time. So that's pretty much my share for tonight. I'll take myself off of mute.
Okay, I'm trying to bring my camera back up. There I am.
Oh, there you are.
Thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. Does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to talk about or ask her? We still have a couple minutes. It's only 20 after. You can just unmute yourself. Oh, someone raised their hand. I see a little hand there. Oh, that was Erin. Okay. Where'd she go?
I don't know.
Let me see if she's on the next page.
We can unmute her. She's the
I'm
boss.
trying.
Unmute.
All right.
Let's
let me look at
unmute.
the participation.
There you are, Erin.
There, you're unmuted.
Sorry, you all. I made you all both host, and when you do that, it like cuts you off. But I just wanted to say thank you so much. That was really good. I loved how you did all the slides so people could see and just take pictures, and they could really sit back and listen. And we really appreciate your time, and we know you have a ton of experience. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
It was really good.
I think the biggest thing is that we all know this stuff, and it's the little things that we know that we don't do. You know, it's like it's those little things that make the difference, that grew our business or help to grow our team's business that we just kind of forget about. So I was really trying to think about some of the things that I did in the beginning that really helped to grow my business. So, you know, maybe some of you might even just have some little tips of some of the things that you did way back in the beginning that was like you got customers from that or you got brand partners from it. So
People are asking if they could possibly get that slide deck. Could you maybe
Yes.
upload
Yeah.
that to YouTube
I will.
as part of the link on this or
Yeah,
something?
I definitely will.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you. So Karen, we appreciate your help. So thanks so
You're
much for
welcome.
tonight.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Your hair looks really cute.
Thanks. I just got a haircut. I'm ready to go away and get some
No,
sun.
she always
I
looks
know,
perfect.
enjoy.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Have a good
Alright.
night.
Good night.
Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you.
Night.